Hello, everyone, and welcome to Creating a Bright Future. It's so exciting to be here for the first week of February, Mum.
It sure is, Adam. I am so happy to have you all online, and I hope you had as fabulous a January as we did. And I will add a big congratulations to Adam Buechner, who had over a 35% increase in his whole team. Well done, Adam Buechner. And our business had over 5% increase, which on a large business I am very thrilled about. So that's wonderful. Excellent. So we'll just give everyone a second. Sue Highland, welcome along. Rebecca, so good to have you on as well. Julie's on, Billy's on, Annette, Tanya, everyone who's joining us, Adam. It's wonderful. Adam, just before we go into, well, as part of creating a bright future for the month of February, what is some of the advice you would like to give everyone? And what are you intending to do for this February?
This February? Well, it's all about bookings for me. Bookings. I guess they're the blood life of our business. And that's what I'm really starting the year off with lots of bookings in my diary. So my goal is to fill my diary up for the quarter and then continue on to the second quarter of the year, because I just feel like going into a new month with a diary full of bookings is the best. It's just the best feeling, knowing that they're all there. So
and how many bookings would you have, say, over February and March, Adam?
For February and March, I believe that I have approximately 50 bookings in my diary.
50 bookings in your diary. That is excellent. And when you were brand new, and you didn't have any bookings, what did you do to get bookings in your diary?
Two things. So the first thing that I did, I was giving a challenge from my beautiful mum. And Mum said that the best way for me to get started was to have 10 bookings from family and friends. So I called up my friends, because Mum had already booked all the family for many years. So called up my friends and really went on a mission to get 10 bookings in the diary. And then when I got those 10 bookings in the diary, I did a local promotion with a restaurant. My brother's best friend owned a restaurant. We put in a raffle basket there. So this is fabulous to do right now for Valentine's Day, actually.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Because you can get like 50, 100, 150 leads in one day, really.
Yes, you really can. There's so many events coming up as well that you could tie into and support with a pop-up beauty stand. But I put in a basket of products. So I donated $200 worth of products to the local restaurant. And Paul's sister Jess worked on the register, which was super handy. So every time someone paid for their meal in this busy cafe, they would fill out their details and go in the drawer to win the beautiful box of products. And then there were runner-up prizes of deluxe facial treatments. So from my first lead basket, I think it was my most successful lead basket ever, 13 years ago, I had approximately 180 names to call. So then I remember that you mentioned to me, okay, when you have 50 bookings in your diary, you have a business for life.
Yes.
So I moved from the 10 to the 20, 30, 40, and 50. And sometimes we need to do a refresh of that. So that's what I did at the end of last year as well, to really set myself up for this year. But I think it starts with 10. And something that we've got in our office now as well is to plan power hours. So at the start of each week, it's an hour on the phone to fill the diary up with bookings, which I love.
Excellent idea. And with those 10 first bookings, did you get some no's amongst the yeses?
Totally. 100%. One of my best friends, Zoe, I remember she said to me, oh no, just all my friends use Mac. We're not really interested. A few of my friends said no at that time, but I kept going.
They did.
You told me that I had to get 10. There wasn't really an option.
And how did you cope with the no's?
At first, I was heartbroken, absolutely heartbroken. It was like I'd lost my first love. I thought it was me. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I thought it was personal rejection. And then through coaching and talking to you, so talking to your upline, I realized that, it was normal. It was okay to have no's or not nows, and they weren't actually ever no's. No one said to me, no, I don't want you to come over to my house and give me a beautiful facial treatment. But they said, no,
my friends won't be interested because they use Mac.
Yeah, because they use
And what did you say to Zoe? I don't think you said it straight away.
No, I didn't.
You did some coaching.
We did. So at the beauty class, you told me that a no means not now quite often, if it's a version of a no. right? Which this definitely was.
If it's not saying, someone saying,
no, I'm not interested.
I'm not
Yes.
interested.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I learned to really move into that objection. Like that's something that I do now. I find objections fun. I think they're a bit of a game that you can play. So
A tennis game.
tennis game,
So
definitely.
you bounce the ball over the net, they bounce it back.
Yes.
So give us an example of what you said to Zoe.
So I said to Zoe, I've just been to I think I'd just come home from the beauty class, and I said, so, I've been thinking, and I would actually love to do a makeup session with you, and all your friends bring their MAC makeup, because I'm new to the beauty industry. I'm new to makeup. So I would love to know what you love so much about the products that you're using, and give me some feedback on the products that I'll be now using for my beauty workshops. So,
And Zoe likes to give feedback.
Zoe loves to give feedback. Yeah.
Do you have a friend
think-
that loves to give honest feedback?
Look, I think that those that are quite educated in the beauty industry, they use cosmeceutical brands, or they're shopping from Mecca or Sephora. They may invest time into looking into ingredients and following the trends. So it was a great learning experience for me. They all brought along their MAC makeup, and we did a makeup in Nutrimetics with Nutrimetics makeup as well. And to this day, many of the people that I met at that workshop still use Nutrimetics makeup, because they found it so beautiful and light on the skin. They loved the ingredient policy. And so, yeah, I learned quite quickly that, that to come back and ask you, I guess, when I was confronted with objections, or something wasn't as easy as I thought it would be, to get some further coaching on that, so that I could move forward from that and learn, because it's about making mistakes. It's about failing, and that's how we learn, and that's how we grow.
And I think you also went back and read, we had lots of sheets at the time, which now you can just go online. How do you overcome objections in a sales situation? I think you read them over and over and over and over.
I learned them off by heart.
Yes.
Yeah. So that when someone would give me an objection, I had something to say. I wasn't like dumbfounded or went blank, but that took a while to practice that.
It does. And when you first started, when you first joined, you said, okay, I'm going to do the skincare, but I'm not going to do any makeup on anyone.
I thought that was horrifying to do makeup. And I remember.
Scary.
Yes.
Yes.
It was scary.
Yes. And what happened?
Then I started doing makeup. So you suggested to me that if I didn't do makeup, I would halve my business and halve my income. So quite quickly, I learned to do makeup, and did extra courses and studied in makeup, which now I absolutely love. And last year ran over 500 makeup masterclasses, and did lots of wedding makeups and photo shoots. So through the fear of makeup, and it's now become one of my greatest loves.
It's one of your fortes.
Yeah.
And with makeup, I know that every time you look at a new trend, or if summer is just starting or autumn is just starting, you go online and you watch the makeup videos, or you research what the latest trends are.
Definitely. And I even think watching the latest Netflix series, definitely could learn lots from
So
the
which
makeup
series
trends.
are these?
All from Euphoria inspired a lot of makeup trends, to even was that redo of the old school series that they had as well recently that came up. But there was lots of Heartbreak High, even Heartbreak High, and the makeup trends on that was, really interesting. So I am constantly looking at what people are doing in the beauty industry, and how people are recreating themselves with the latest trends and styles. It's lots of fun.
It is lots of fun. And for the year 2023, and it is carrying on from last year, what do you see as some of the latest trends in skincare and some of the latest trends in makeup?
Look, in terms of skincare, actives are super, in at the moment.
And
people
what do you
wanting
mean
to
by
know,
active?
so
If
people
I'm
wanting
new
to
and don't
know
understand
what percentage of vitamin C they have in their serum, or what's the percentage of hyaluronic acid or niacinamide or retinol. So definitely peptides, actives are what more people are looking for.
And why?
In skincare, because they want results-driven
Instant
skincare.
results, isn't it? Quick results.
Quick results,
where you can see the products actually working. And
Definitely.
with our platinum range, I know that I did a facial not last weekend, the weekend before, and there were only 2 ladies on the Saturday and 2 ladies on the Sunday. And in each case, the mother of the younger girls bought the platinum 6-pack.
Yes.
And they felt a difference in their skin straight away.
100%. I was just going through my text messages from the last week because something that I've also been doing is giving everyone that doesn't buy a platinum set off me a platinum cleanser and toner. I grab the little foil bags and the hair straightener and
We
we put
buy
the,
them online.
yeah, just the foil sample sachets. You can make your own foil sample sachets. I would
Foil
say.
sample sachets.
So I buy those, and I did a trial at the end of last year. So I bought 100 DNA samples, 100 AHA samples, and 100 tight thermophil sample sachets.
Mhm.
And then I made up my own cleanser toner sample sachets. And I looked at the cost of that, and I have them ready with me. So every time I meet someone at a workshop or a masterclass or at a facial and they don't buy the platinum set, or they do and they want one, because of course I'll give them one if they bought the platinum set as well to start straight away. But I give them that set and then I follow up with them a week afterwards to see how they're going with that skincare range. So I just checked my messages as well from the past week. I've had another 3 orders for the platinum range because they just can't believe the difference in their products. One girl in particular said, after using the range once, so the sample sachet, she went to work the next day and everyone said to her, what have you done to your skin? It looks amazing.
Wow.
One use of the platinum products, it's incredible. So I am on a big mission to share platinum with as many people as possible and everyone from the age of 18 upwards. Like, I really think platinum is such a beautiful range to use. It's so lightweight on the skin as well, like that DNA cream. The AHA is so
the
fabulous.
cleanser is a light cleanser. It's neither foamy or a heavy cream. It's right in the middle.
So I love the platinum range. And something that Mecca is doing as well, they've just introduced their face bar, which is you can go in and have 30-minute facial treatments at Mecca. So you can have cryotherapy or you can have
what's cryotherapy?
So like with the ice, basically what we had at Christmas, right? The ice rollers, and they have all the different effleurage and pesticide sort of slapping movements as well on the face. So they're doing what we do at Mecca. They're just introducing that now. So how incredible that we continue to offer that service and have for many years. So I really think we're in the right place at the right time.
I certainly do too. So skincare, you see that as being about actives. And I know that a meeting we were on very recently, Linda Conestabro shared that our vitamin C plus retinol has over 10% vitamin C.
Yeah, amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
That is.
And the beauty therapist that we both love to go to, Nurse Jody, who's qualified RN as well, she actually has a whole range she uses in the salon. But what vitamin C does she use?
She uses ours. She buys it off me 5 or 10 at a time.
She does.
And absolutely loves her vitamin C and retinol serum. It's a beautiful product. It's
and how many did she buy because she wanted to give it as a present to her staff?
You know, she bought
6 or
something like that. Yeah.
All the staff. And the hyaluronic acid in our Aqua Supply booster is 6.5%.
Yes.
Moisturizing system is 5%.
Yes.
What about some of the other brands like The Ordinary, etc.?
Yep, The Ordinary has a lower percentage of actives, but I do love The Ordinary's marketing. I think it's very intelligent because they market on active. So that's what their serum is mentioned.
It's in the pharmacies,
so
isn't
it's, so it's in you can buy it from any of your chemists as well. I think some supermarkets stock it too.
So The Ordinary is a particular brand, and I'm finding that a lot of people are using that brand.
Yeah, me too. So it has a lower percentage of actives. So 0.5%, 1%, maximum 2%. It's definitely not a cosmeceutical grade range, but with our continued awareness, I guess that we're sharing with everyone about our products and the percentage of actives, they're realizing that, wow, it's such a great offer to purchase something like the Platinum range or moisturizing system or Aqua Booster, any of the Ultra Care products with those higher percentage of actives. You're getting more actives for your dollar.
The way that I feel is that if someone's using The Ordinary, and it's either 1 or 2%, I can't remember. Do you know?
The vitamin B serum is
no, just their hyaluronic
I think it's
acid.
1%.
I think it's 1%.
Yeah.
So I say that you would have to use 5 times a day or 10 times a day to get the same percentage.
Yes.
So compare that with the price range. Excellent. And all of our platinum range is 5% actives in their ingredients, except for the ones that are 10%.
Yes.
So that's your AHA. And I believe it's also the mask.
and the concentrates as well.
Oh, the concentrates,
Concentrates are
of course,
10%.
they're 10%
Yeah.
actives as well. So I'd like you to understand the level of the high quality level of ingredients that are in our products. And I heard Linda say at one of our sales directors meetings recently that she'd gone over the product range in the treatment range and the platinum range, and she thought she had to increase the prices because she realized how incredible the ingredients were.
Yeah.
Now, you know that one of my favorite, like probably in my top 3, is the vitamin B Clarity
Yes.
Booster. And that is 10% niacinamide, everyone. So that is incredible because there's not that many brands, and certainly not one brand at the special price that it was just on for $40 and a few cents
Yes.
that has a 10% niacinamide of our quality at that price. So I love it. Trends in makeup.
Look, I think makeup continues to be something that is people are wanting skincare benefits from their makeup. They're wanting products that are low tox. Like at my master classes, I asked people how important that is to them. They definitely believe that that's important. So makeup with skincare benefits is fabulous, but people are being more creative with color as well in really subtle ways, like a blue mascara or a blue eyeliner or popping on a bright lip. I think that color will continue to morph through the seasons and be a really beautiful addition to your regular classic flawless complexion.
And I think in color products, they're also looking for some skincare benefit if you're talking about your foundation.
100%.
Yes,
Yeah.
very, very good.
And people are focusing more on the skin prep to make the foundation look better, right?
Yeah.
That's what people are looking for.
Okay, so bookings.
Yes.
And I believe that even one booking in your diary, 2 bookings in your diary, 3 bookings, even if it takes you 4 weeks to get 1 booking or 4 weeks to get 4 bookings, start somewhere.
Yes.
So that is excellent. One last question and then you can go because I know you've got 100 things to do, but your sponsoring in your team for the month of January was 307 people sponsored. Yes. Your personal sponsoring was 63 new people you sponsored and 67 in your ESM ship. So if we have a look and you sold $10,000 personally, I like $10,006.
Yes.
Okay. So 307 new people, 63 sponsoring. I know bookings are number 1, and I'm going to talk about the job description in Nutrimetics, bookings. But number 2 is sponsoring.
Oh, 100%.
How important do you think is sponsoring? And what did you do? How did you sponsor someone when you first started?
Well, I always thought sponsoring was the most important until I got a mortgage. And then I realized that I needed to get some more bookings in the diary and then sponsoring could follow after that. But no,
sales are important as well.
They're both just as important as one another, I feel. So sponsoring for me is a must. Like I'm on a mission to get my ESM ship back to 100 sponsoring per month, because I know that that's what really gives me an incredible increase in my own personal ESM ship is when I'm sponsoring 100 plus a month. Now I started with 20 and then moved that up to 30 and 40 and 50. So that's my target for my ESM ship with sponsoring. And the program at the moment is just mind blowing, like to be able to join for $0, refer 5 people to join Nutrimetics for $0, your new consultant or VIP, and then place an order and receive the 5 referral freebies. I mean, that's incredible. We haven't had that in the past. Like they were on a separate program last year. This year, the programs are all in line. I'm super excited about this offer. And I'm just sharing it with everyone because I love the fact that they can jump online, order for themselves, family and friends, be able to make some money, save some money. I guess we sponsor everyone and let them decide. So I have always been taught to have a little checklist of how many people I wanted to sponsor personally. So when the kit was $20,
and you had to write like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So at the start of each month, I have a list, and when the kit is $20, that list is 20 people. And when the kit is $0, the list is a little longer because there's no, I find it's easier personally.
Yes.
So it's a non-negotiable for me to sponsor 20 people per month. And I really encourage anyone that's wanting to step up to manager to do that as well.
Very
So,
good. And when you personally sponsor 63 people, pretty
Yes.
hard to make a personal phone call to all of those
Yes.
people.
Mhm.
So how do you encourage them to achieve any of their rewards and their
Good
sponsoring?
question. So the first thing that I do is follow up with them because the majority of those 63 people are customers.
Yeah.
Were customers of mine, as in I met them, they bought products from me, and then I
Yeah.
add on the option to be able to become a Nutrimetics VIP member.
Because a lot of your people were free facials from
Yes.
whether it was a stand you did for Valentine's Day or a stand that you did at Christmas at the preschool or whatever, and you gave away free facials.
Yes.
So they met you at a facial, or they met you at a workshop, or they met you at a makeup masterclass,
Yes.
or they met you at a bridal fair or somewhere.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. And when,
So after I've sponsored them and put their details into the system, I add them into my phone. I send them a little welcome message that says welcome,
via text.
via text.
So I send out a welcome email, but you
Yes.
were telling me you text everybody.
Yeah, I send a welcome text message and just let them know that they will receive an email from Nutrimetics with their account number and their password so they can log in. Could they please change their password and do that? I also link them to my Facebook group. So that's called that's my Facebook group that I have. It's called the Beauty Club, that's where all my VIPs and all my consultants are. And we share tips every day on how to use different products or percentages. Liz put a
Every
makeup
day?
video. Every day there's a post that goes on there and I outsource that.
Okay, so you
Yes.
get one of the social media girls to do a post
Yes.
every day.
Yes.
And then you get your managers or very active people to
Yes,
something as
definitely. So Beck's doing a video on there once a week, and then Liz did a video last night. I'm yet to do my newest video, but it's coming.
So it's Christmas.
So, well, thankfully Liz did what I was going to do yesterday, so that was great. Thank
That
you,
was
Liz.
good. Thank you, Liz.
Yeah, so I connect them to that group, and then Beck and I did a welcome video recently, just going through all the freebies. So we tag them in that and let them know what's available to them. So they're connected in that group. I see often posts go up, for instance, about the blue mascara, and some of the VIPs jump on and say, oh, I would love one of those mascaras. So their upline can see that. They can help them place their orders online. So I like to have them all connected in my Beauty Club group. Send them a follow-up text, and then we send them a text 2 weeks later to see how their products are going. And just check if they've logged into their account.
But if they didn't get any products?
Then if they've logged into their account, have you
Okay.
had a chance to log in yet? Yeah, you're part of the Facebook group, or no, you're not part of the Facebook group. So that's our process at the moment that we've
Yes.
recently implemented,
Yes.
and we will build on that more in the future, but that's where we're at.
And if they'd like to do a bit more with Nutrimetics, then they go into the Buechner's Beauty Academy.
Yes, then they go
Right.
into our business group where we run trainings where this is going live. So
Mm.
that's for anyone,
Mm.
any of our bonus gift achievers and above, I guess, or anyone that is wanting to make some extra money from Nutrimetics.
Exactly. And you found a lovely girl, what was under one of your consultants,
Yes.
Alicia, found Amber, and Amber joined in
Yes.
December.
Yes,
And then you helped her with a couple of classes.
yes. We did
I
2
helped
classes
her
in
with
December.
doing 2 facials and a makeup masterclass.
Yes.
And what does Amber want to achieve in Nutrimetics?
Amber wants to become a manager and above as soon as possible.
Yes, okay, that's
Yeah.
excellent. So I do believe whether you do your free facials, your workshops, your masterclasses, as long as you are out there showing people the products and the makeup, that someone will put their hand up and go, did you
Yeah.
approach Amber or
No,
did she
She
approach
came
you?
she's a beauty therapist. Her mum has always thought that she'd be great at Nutrimetics. So her mum definitely planted some of the seeds, I
She
believe.
loved our range already.
Yeah, and then she came to a workshop that I was doing with one of my beautiful group leaders, Alicia, and she came at the end of the workshop. I was taking the orders and helping
Oh,
everyone
she
and
didn't even
rebooking.
see the whole
No,
workshop.
she came at the end and said, I should do something like this. So I went over and I said, you definitely should. Let's talk more about this. Let's
Yeah.
meet up and chat about how we can get you started. And then booked in classes together. Amber's booked in some of her friends. We've run some master classes together.
Mm.
Amber's coming to conference, which is super exciting. So
And how many people has
Yeah.
she sponsored since December?
oh, maybe 20,
Okay, that's
15
excellent.
to 20, I
Mm.
would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that is fantastic, Adam. And the value of these free gifts,
It's
how,
upstairs on our wall.
yeah,
$1,700 and something dollars.
it is. Now, if someone is new and they have a little appointment with you at home or you go to their place, you get them to hop onto Facebook and send some personal messages about if they would like their own VIP account with Nutrimetics. Is that right?
Yeah, like to help someone achieve their 5 freebies. We do have a little message. It's really simple that says, hey, I was just wondering if I could add you to our VIP email list with Nutrimetics. What you receive is discounts on future purchases when you place orders $55 plus. You also receive updates on free shipping. You know, is that something that you'd like to do? Can I add you to our VIP?
And invites to any colour launches or
Christmas
Christmas
launches,
conferences.
Yeah, I just think it's
Or
so
beauty club.
easy to it's such a simple process to help a new VIP sponsor their 5. And that could start with sponsoring 5 yourself and helping those 5 sponsor their 5.
Yes.
You know, that's 25 in the team. Those 25 sponsor their 5, it's 125. And it's interesting when that culture starts to be created, and I'm working on that at the moment because I've seen this happen before, where you sponsor someone, they sponsor their 5 and they say that was so easy. So they tell their friends, oh my gosh, you can do this too. You can sponsor your 5, you're placing your first order, they're using their account because they're excited about their freebies, they're trialing more products, they tell their friends. And all of a sudden there's this roll-on effect, this domino effect of sponsoring in the team, which is fabulous.
And it might only happen with 1 or 2 people out of 7 or 8 people.
Yeah, totally.
Or they might just sponsor 1 or 2 and get their beauty balm and their clay mask. And once they get that, if they don't get the other 3, they're crazy. So we talk about that.
Yeah,
Excellent.
and you can do it. Like we have one of the girls in Beck's team on the last day of the month sponsor her 5.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just talking about that. We've got our little video now that we're sending through, and also asking, you know, these are the freebies that are available to you. Is this something that interests you? Can I chat to you about these?
Question. Is this something that would interest you?
I usually say, do you love freebies? So I haven't had too many people say no to that.
I like
do you
freebies.
love freebies? Let me show you how you can achieve this. Is this something that
I want you to write down those lines. Do you love freebies?
Is this something that interests you?
Is this something that interests you? Excellent. Now, can we share this VIP super offer?
We can.
Okay, so you did this, I think, on the last day of January.
I did. Halfway, as we do, we have fabulous ideas on the last day of the month when we're going for different targets.
Yes.
And I thought, what can we do in our team, our greater team, to be able to share an offer that is incredible value, will be able to really give a big boost to anyone that wants it or needs it in their team for the month, for anyone that's going for something.
Bringing new business.
Bringing new business.
New consultants who order straight away.
Because new business is fabulous for anyone that's going for seminars, and also just fabulous to have new people in the team. So I put this offer together, and these are my 3 top items that I sell from my makeup masterclasses. So Platinum Collection, 6-piece from the Beauty Edit brochure, the Makeup Collection, 205 set from the Beauty Collections brochure, and the Brush set. So altogether, that's over a $550 recommended retail price. So you receive a 20% discount off that, less GST. So when you place an order for this set, it's $465.55. I put it into NutriHub, and NutriHub works it out for me. So that's great. That's how I do all of my things. Now, if you are a new VIP and you haven't placed an order yet, and you're in your first full calendar month, you receive reward 1, 2, and 3 with this incredible offer. So you receive the microdermabrasion and Wonder Oil, the Home and Body Pack, the Platinum Travel Set with another AHA, and the Platinum Bag as well. So the value of this set is $1,754. And you're only paying $465.55. So I love this set. We shared this with people at the end of the month, people that had lost their accounts and perhaps wanted to rejoin, people that were in their first full calendar month and hadn't used their accounts yet.
There was I thought of one really good girl, and thought that she might have a sister and auntie or someone that would love this, because she loves Nutrimetics. Yazzie. And so she was able to sponsor someone new and order this set.
Yes.
Which happened on the last day of the month.
Yeah.
Imagine if, and for those of you that don't know, the $0 sponsoring and the $20 sponsoring are all through February as well. I'm hoping that they're all year round. That's certainly what you suggested, and I sort of backed up so strongly.
Yes.
But I know that it's on for all of February.
And something that I thought, so to break this down, because I love to break figures down. So I was thinking there's 28 sort of
Yes.
leap year, 28 days in February. And so if we were someone in your team, so it could be you or someone else in your team, was to share and sell one of these packs every day for those 28 days, that would equal $14,000 in BV in new business into your team in the month of February.
Wow.
One pack per day.
That's a great goal to go for, isn't it?
And that's not just you, that could be your team. So
I mean-
I am so excited about this. I mean, who wouldn't love $14,000 worth of new business?
So I think it's 500, approximately
It's just over 500 new business.
$565
Yeah.
RRP.
Yes.
And by the time you take, I work it out as 18.1%. That's what my friend accountant David Maguire said it is approximately. So it's 20% less the GST. So a $550 order, $50 is GST, 500 BV, you get $100 off.
Yes.
So this has come over a bit over that amount. So it's $465.55 with your 20% discount that the computer works out for you. It's free shipping because it's your first order, and it's $465 is actually the money that they put on their credit card.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
And we have a question. How do you keep in touch with those not on social media? Still working that out, Mary. I'll get back to you another time.
He does send a lot
I
of
send
text
text
messages.
messages. I can say that I haven't reminded them about a thank you gift or a bonus gift for the past 13 years. However, I do invite them to conference. So one of my beautiful consultants, Judy's coming to conference. She doesn't use social media at all. She came to our Jump Into January event that we run. So I have a list of the non-social media users in my notes on my phone. And every now and then I look at it and go, oh, what can I invite them to? How can I connect with them? So I like to connect with them in person.
Being a Gen Y, social media is your biggest form of communication.
Yes.
But for me, Mary, it is emails and SMS, and that works extremely well for me as well. My personal sponsoring was, I think, I can't remember. You've got the figures there.
34, Mum.
34 new sponsors.
Yes,
Oh,
good work.
wow. Gold star for Louise this month, last month. Okay, so that is a great thing to share with everyone.
Yeah. love that.
So, and we also love the pre-launch.
Yeah, pre-launch pack. So vanilla and guava foam fresh, the new exfoliating body scrub as well. Love these soaps. And of course, vanilla and guava is my favorite scent, and I think our most popular. So this is a really great little pack for $20. We have the February thank you gift with the Nutrimetics hand cream and the luxurious hand wash as well. So love
And
those
we haven't
freebies.
even added the value of that.
Oh, you get that free as well.
If somebody
Crazy.
orders this pack between the 1st and the 15th of the month, of course, they will get their thank you gift as well.
They will. And then, of course, the bonus gift. Congrats for everyone that achieved this one. And there is a new one somewhere in these piles. So it is.
It is.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's
But we know
somewhere.
it's the backpack. It's the faux leather backpack, mini
that
backpack,
soft
which
pink.
is absolutely beautiful. So great to be able to share those in your groups and with your team.
It is. Thank you, Adam.
Pleasure.
That's wonderful.
Awesome.
Excellent.
I will see you
And
soon.
thank you. And would you get me that glass of water,
Yes.
please? Thank you. And before I go into a little bit more business, I really love to update everyone on what's happening that's new in skincare or makeup. So we all managers received a Nutri News. This was on the 25th of January. And I just want to keep everyone updated because I'm hoping some people come onto this, lots of you who aren't managers and perhaps you're not aware of what's happening with stock updates. So Irina Moisturizer Cleanser Masks and Coffee Body Scrubs are discontinued. The moisturizer and cleanser discontinued in February, so this month. The masks, Irina masks and coffee body scrubs are being discontinued in May. And the reason is lack of sales. It is 99.9%. Products are discontinued because they are poor sellers, or the other main reason is they're being replaced by something else. Now, a few people ask, is Irina Wild Melon Wonder Oil being discontinued as well? And no, it's not. It is a top seller for us. And of course, it's staying in the range. The apricot silicone masking tool has been sold out. So no use asking for that. And the Eye defining pencil in maroon as of March will be discontinued, as will the Lash Impact mascara in the black waterproof. So I'm very, very sad about that. That's what I've got on now. And every time you see me with mascara, that's what I wear. So sad about that, but, and actually it's sold out now, so you can't even order it. And so is the waterproof in the volume mascara black. But we have got the new mascaras, and I'm sure there's a waterproof one coming. Well, I hope there is. Lip pencils, we've seen the new lip pencils. They stay on even better. Their payoff is even more. The colors are sensational. They've been very much matched to go with the Radiance lipsticks. So hope you're enjoying the lip pencils, and they've replaced all of the old ones. Our bronzing powder, so our bronzer is being replaced in April. Now, I'm not sure, so you can't hold me to this, but I'm hoping that there's a whole compact there, maybe a highlighter, a bronzer, an illuminator, whatever it might be. So it's looking like April could be a month where there's a few new color products coming in. So it's being replaced. The blending sponge is being discontinued in May. The bamboo sheet mask discontinued in April. The blushes in the 3 different shades, a new range of blushes in May. So new bronzer, April, new blushes in May, new eyeshadows in May. The eyeshadow trios are being replaced, and the 5-litre pump is being discontinued for your NutriClean products. So every time I'm placing an order, I'm ordering another couple of 5-litre pumps so I can give them to people as they order them. Professional lipsticks, Wine Breeze, Sienna and Coral Quartz are being replaced. So I did speak to Nikki Katsoulis, our Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia State Manager, and told her how sad I was about Sienna and Coral Quartz. And she said, Louise, you will be so happy with the brand new colors. They are amazing. So I'm hoping that Nikki is right. And flawless foundations are being replaced in May. So April, May, and quite those of you who have been with Nutrimetics for a long time will know that autumn, we always tend to have new lipsticks, and we often tend to have a color release. So I think I'll be planning some color events for May, because we'll have some new products, but it's the foundations that I really want to see. And it's so interesting. Last year we were at a leadership meeting. Adam and I were both at one, and Adam said to Ashley Khan, what foundation are you using, Ashley? It's not a Nutrimetics one, is it? And she said, oh, it could be. And so he chatted a bit more, and she was testing one of the new flawless foundations, or whatever it's going to be called. It was beautiful. So can't wait for that. And Skin Perfecting Foundation in Sienna is being discontinued. So I would like to share with you, in the words of our marketing department, that color is a huge focus for Nutrimetics in 2023. And you will pretty well see our whole color range replaced, updated, and on trend. So very excited about that. But I also know that there's a very good emphasis on some new high technical skincare products being released. So watch this space. So one of my objectives today with Creating a Bright Future was to get you excited to let you know that you are part of a company that is so on trend and so up to date with their skincare and makeup and their body care. And those 3 ranges are responsible for so much of the sales in Nutrimetics. So excited about that. Now, what I would love to do with your planning, January, February are very important months to plan your business. Plan the next 3 months, plan the 6 months, plan where you want to be by the end of this year. So step 1, I would love all of you to write down where you plan to be by the end of December 2023 in number one, your Nutrimetics business, and in number two, your financial affairs. How much money do you want to have in the bank and what do you want to use it for? So if you could write that down, that would be great. There's a big saying, if you're not planning for success, then you're planning for failure. So we need to plan. Very good. So I hope that you've got some goals written down, and maybe you could even message me and let me know what those goals are. Love to know. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is a projection chart. So I would like you to do a projection chart. It's just a little plan for the month of February, everyone. So February, our first part of our plan is to write down our plan for our personal sales for the month. So if everyone could write that down, I would really appreciate it. Step one in doing a projection chart is always personal sales. What is the goal? Number one. And then number two, what is your stretch goal? So, okay, let's do a goal that you really want for February. But if you really stretched yourself, if you added an extra half an hour a day, or you decided that you're happy to do an extra 2 hours or 3 hours on a Wednesday night where you normally don't do anything extra, or you're happy to give up watching your Netflix series 5 days a week and maybe make it 2 days a week and do the other time slots in building your business. What's your stretch goal for personal sales? And Sue Roach, could I please ask you to unmute yourself? And would you mind sharing what your personal sales goal is for the month of February, please, Sue?
I think it'll be 5,000.
5,000, that is
Yes.
amazing.
Yep.
On 5,000, your income is 5,000 BV. Your income is approximately $2,500 on your personal sales, Sue. You do like to earn that personal sales money. What's
Yes.
your stretch personal sales goal for February?
If I was to stretch it, let's say 7.
7,000. That's a great stretch, Sue. All
That's
right.
it.
So first step is personal sales. Second step, stay with me, is personal sponsoring. What is your personal sponsoring goal for February, Sue?
20.
20. Excellent goal. What's your stretch goal personally for sponsoring for February?
Well, we better double it, so it's got to be 40.
Okay, that's a big stretch one.
Yes.
Okay, I can tell you how to do that, Sue. You're an executive sales manager. You have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that were consultants, VIPs in your team that have lost their account.
Yes.
Okay, you can be sending them a text message. Some of you know that thanks to my gorgeous friend Annette French, who is on, I'm using her virtual PA, Kat McMillan, and Kat sent out a text message to my last 3 years of inactives in my ASM-ship. And that's where I found the 34 people, plus a couple I'd found myself, that to join. So you could easily do that if you wanted to employ her to do that for you, Sue.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Okay. Group sales goal. Sue, what's your group sales goal for the month for your ASM-ship for the month of February?
Well, it's got to be about 25,000 or 26,000.
Okay, I've written 25. What's your stretch goal?
Oh, well,
Just do 30.
30. That'll do.
30?
Yeah, I'll be happy with that. Yes.
Okay, good. Excellent. Now that would be an excellent month for a February month, but knowing what Nutrimetics has got planned, and with the $0 kit, and with Adam sharing the way to encourage people to buy their platinum set, their makeup set, and their brush set for to buy our makeup set in Mecca. Adam went to Mecca and priced it all, Sue. It's $600.
Yeah.
The equivalent products in Mecca.
Yeah.
Just for the makeup set.
I love that set, and I think we should do really well with putting it out into a simple format like that. I think it's
Yes.
lovely. Yes.
Yes. Adam, could you send that to all the people on the Creating a Bright Future?
Yes.
And also, I think you've emailed it to me, but could you email it again? I'll email it out to Sue and everyone I can think of.
Yep.
Excellent.
Great. Thank you.
Sales goal, and you could bring in a lot with that set, Sue. So
Yep.
your group sponsoring goal. Now for my group, I just had one person in my group leadership who's sponsored, but I do have a girl who is going for ESM, and she personally sponsored 33 last month. So I have a real hottie, but normally in a month, I might only have my group sponsoring do an extra couple of people. So what is the group sponsoring goal?
Well,
Do you have anyone keen to sponsor at this moment?
yes.
Good.
Yes. I don't know, maybe 40. I don't know. That might be a bit much. I don't know.
30.
Do 30. Yep.
And the stretch group sponsoring goal, let's go 50.
Yep. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Yep.
Okay, so they're the 4 steps of doing a projection chart, a planning chart, a dream chart, a whatever you want to call it chart. But I do feel that you need to put that in your subconscious, pop it on the fridge or on your makeup mirror or somewhere, and look at it every day for the month of February. Sue, would you promise me that you will look at that every single day?
Yes, I certainly will.
Wonderful. And think of me when you're looking at it.
I will. I'll put a picture of you on there.
I will be kicking your butt.
Okay. All right. I hope my team is listening to this.
Yes, it'd be great if the team helped to keep Sue out of pain.
Well, it's not. Yes. Well, it's not only just on your own, isn't it? It's got to be a team effort, and I appreciate that.
Yes. And then the 5th part of your projection chart is to write down who your hotties are, give them a call and ask them if they would do a bit of a projection chart, a planning chart with you on. And I say to people, whether your whole goal is to sell $100 BV for the month, that's wonderful. Is the goal to earn the thank you gift and the bonus gift and be at 500? I don't mind how small or how big the goal is, but if they are even a little bit interested, let's have a goal with them. And let's have a goal of which 5 people could they sponsor, whether they're getting the free rewards or not. Okay. And often they might ask me, what's the extra, Louise, for doing the 5? I say, you get an extra hug from me. Okay. Because I want them to do it to build their business. Very good. Excellent. So that is your projection chart. Now, the next thing that I do want to go to everyone is the job description. So when I worked for the New South Wales Police Department, it was called a statement of duties. When I joined Nutrimetics, I didn't feel I had a clear statement of duties, a job description, so I wrote it down. And you can have a rest now, Sue. That's great. Job description is what is your job with Nutrimetics? And whether you have a part-time job or a full-time job, you get a job description so you know exactly what your duties are. What is your job? So this is the Louise Buechner University job description. And number 1 is to book. And I don't mind if you book facials or workshops, but book something, because as I said, the facials I did and it was for a new girl, not this weekend gone, the weekend before. There was a mother and daughter at the first one on the Saturday, and we sold just over $500. She booked a workshop, we're calling it an autumn glow workshop for March, and she sponsored one lady there. And then the next one was on the Sunday, and that was a mother and daughter and two 14-year-olds. And we sold just under 500 for that one. And the younger girl, they were in their 20s. She booked a workshop for March as well, and she booked an autumn glow makeup, so a simple makeup. I'm going with her to do both of those workshops because she doesn't know how to do a workshop yet. And I was staying with Adam at the time in Newport, so I drove over an hour to get to both of those facials. Now, I'd never met those ladies. They'd never been to a Nutrimetics workshop before or had a Nutrimetics facial. I could have gone away with nothing. But the difference in being successful in any business is being prepared to go away and to do a free facial on 2 people, regardless of whether you're going to get any sales, bookings, or sponsoring. So over those 2 days, there were 3 new sponsors, 2 new bookings for March, and around $1,000 in orders. So such good workshops, okay, or such good facial treatments. So number 1 is to book, and it all starts with 1. I started my whole business with 4 bookings in my diary. I asked 6 people and 4 said yes. All 4 of those held, so I was pretty lucky, but one of them with one of my best friends, Joanna, from my New South Wales public servant job, she said they won't buy anything, Louise. And I said, well, let me come for the practice anyway, Jo. And she said, I'm happy for you to come for the practice. And she was right, they didn't buy anything. They were all brands girls, and they all bought when they went duty-free shopping overseas. So be prepared to do it, whether you get results or you don't get results, because do enough of it, play the multiplication game, and you will have some wins along the way. And my business currently is doing between $5 and $6 million a year, and that wouldn't have happened if I didn't start with bookings. Number 2 is to sponsor. And my greatest concentration for 2023 is sponsoring. And everyone that joins with me gets offered a free facial if they live within 1 hour of where I live. Obviously, I can't travel interstate and all sorts of places, but if they live 1 hour within where I live, they are offered to come to my place and have a beautiful facial at my place, or I will go to their place and give them a beautiful facial for becoming a VIP and a member of Nutrimetics and a member of the team. I believe that that is the greatest follow-up that you can do. And even if they don't take you up on it, they can never say, I wasn't given any help. I also send a welcome email, and if anyone would like a copy of my welcome email that I send out, and I sent it out on to every single person that was that joined with me. They had a welcome email within 48 hours. Okay, so I will put that out for you. Might ask Adam or Taryn if they can possibly find my welcome email, Adam, and put it on Creating a Bright Future. And I can send it to Sue. All right. So Sue, I might need to add you separately to Creating a Bright Future. So I'll do that because I know Vicky is often out of range and not sending on those things. And Mary and Ruth Beatty also want to be off added. So I'll do that too. Okay. Mary and Sue Roach. So that is my welcome email. And I do say their account number 3 times on that welcome email. And please don't think I'm saying it 3 times accidentally. I say it 3 times so that they actually do know what their account number is, because I find that's one of the biggest problems. And you do need to follow up and make sure it doesn't bounce as well, because one lady, I forgot one of the T's in her name. There were 3 T's in her name. and I forgot one, so she didn't get my email. So fortunately, I'd sent her a text and we followed up that way. Number 3 in your job description is to sell. If I have the saying, if you forget to sell anything, Nutrimetics will forget to pay you. So we do need sales. And Sue, one of your, with your business, it's such a strong business, and you can look people in the eye and say, this is how much you can make from Nutrimetics. You know, have your $500 in sales, know off by heart that they'll earn $125. Sell 1,100, of which $100 is BV. That's $1,000 BV. You're on 30% commission. You will make $300. 2,000 sales, you're on 35%. You make $700. 3,000 BV for the month. You're on 40% commission. You make $1,200. And 4,000 plus, you're on 45% commission, and you make $1,800. Become a group leader, you make an extra 3% on that. Become a senior group leader, you make an extra 4%. Become an executive sales leader, you make an extra 6%. So it is extremely good money. And the most of my income for the first 6 months in Nutrimetics came from my personal sales. After 6 months, I became the equivalent of an ESL, and then I was starting to get $600 a month, $700 a month, $800 a month, $1,000 a month on my team, as well as what I earned on my personal sales. So please, and if you want to know how to sell, I'm going to say it in just a few steps. And one is the most important accessory that we all wear is our smile. So number 1 is to smile. Number 2 is to be the nicest, loveliest, kindest, concerned, caring person, beauty consultant that they've ever met. Now, Adam, as soon as he meets someone and they come to one of his classes, he says to them at the end, I'd love you to remember that from now on, I'm your go-to person in beauty. So I don't tell them I'm their go-to person in beauty, but I am determined that they will come back to me again. And the biggest thrill I get is when I meet someone and they order something, but the thrill is really when they come back and order again. So that's when you really know you've done your job. So be lovely, be caring, be reliable, deliver when you say you're going to deliver, go the extra mile, put in a couple of free sample sachets, put in the next brochure. Whatever it is that you can do is going to give you an amazing customer base for the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And be patient with your customer base. I think it takes 12 months to pay off for the brochures, the free samples, the follow-up that you do. Okay. So learn your selling techniques. So you can go onto any site and say, how do I learn some selling techniques? And one of the selling techniques that I love is it's called the alternate choice close. And that's why I'm such a big favor of having 2 beauty kits. One is the $0 way of joining with Nutrimetics, and the other one is the $20 beauty kit. And I might say to someone, Annette, just loved having you here today at the workshop. And I was wondering, I would love to offer you to become a VIP with Nutrimetics. And there's 2 ways you can become a VIP. It's totally free at the moment, which I love. I love free. Or if you'd like to upgrade for just $20, you get the beautiful Nutri-Rich oil that I talked about, the catalog and brochure. But regardless, you'll get invited to any events, and you'll always be sent via a link the latest specials with some great freebie offers as well. Can I interest you in either the $0 beauty kit or the $20 one? And most people are picking the $20 one. But I have to say, Kristen Gray, who's an executive sales manager in our group, anyone that had lost their account and that said yes to the text message that they would like to be a VIP again, she rang them personally or sent them a text and said, would you like, she actually rang them all Would you like the free one, which is great? I can do that right now for you. But I'm wondering if for $20, you'd like the apricot oil and the catalogue and the brochures. And so 5 people out of the long list that she had said yes to the $20 rather than the free kit. And obviously we love that because they have more literature and they have their Nutri oil. Okay, so that's a little hint as well. And number 4 in your job description is to train. And you have 2 parts of training. One is to train you, and that's by going along to any training that you can as you are tonight. And I'm so proud of each of you for making the time to be on tonight, or those of you that watch the recording. So one is to train you, and the other one is to train your people in your team. And that could just be one person. If you're new, the way I seem to be frozen, Adam, can you check it's okay? Oh, I'm back again. Good. I froze for a moment. Can't freeze up here in, oh, it was like 35 degrees here today. It is so hot. Okay, so you train, when you're new, you train your people by getting them onto the team's training pages, by inviting them to conference, by inviting them to the different events that Nutrimetics have. And if you live in the country and you're an executive sales manager, or you have your executive sales manager living nearby, ask them to invite the regional manager to come and do a colour event in April or May. Mine's going to be May. So let's get them all busy, going to every country town around the whole country, because May is going to be huge with the release of the new colour. And colour gets people to come. Everyone will come for a colour launch. Excellent. So that is how you train them. And some people that haven't been trained enough in their first full calendar month, it might take 2 or 3 months before they turn up to something. I remember a wonderful lady that became a manager in Adam's team. Adam invited her 9 times to 9 different things to come to. And the 9th time she said yes, and she was free. And one of the secrets to Adam's success is, unless they say, no, I'm not interested, he keeps inviting them. And her name is Sadet Toa. And Sadet didn't say no because she didn't like saying no. So she just said, oh, I can't make it this week. Oh, I can't make it this week. I can't make it to that beauty class. Oh, no, I can't do that. And then eventually she said yes. And she came, and before the training class, we did a little welcome to Nutrimetics class. And it was done by a lovely lady called Beverly Farah Roberts. And at the end of it, Sadet went up to Adam and said, how do I become a manager? So that's how such an influence a training can have. And Wendy, who is setting her goals to become a manager this year, Wendy has started to invite people on the Monday night or the Thursday night for Creating a Bright Future to come and sit with her. So the training is watching our online training, but sitting next to her watching it. So that is a way that a new person can also do their training. So that is your job description. And as part of training, or you can make it 0.5, is to develop other people. In Nutrimetics, we have a saying, and one of our philosophies is to help people help other people. And I love helping people to join Nutrimetics and give them the same opportunity that I've had. And I love helping them to help other people. But they have to tick some of the boxes if I'm going to help them, because I can't afford to waste my time and I don't want to waste their time. So my tick the box system, just to help you, and this is who I look at of how to develop. And if you're a consultant online, perhaps I'd love you to do some ticks as well. And the first tick is, have they got bright eyes? Do they look keen? Do they look a little bit excited? Is there a little bit of twinkle or sparkle in the eyes? Then if there is, they get a tick. Are they working already? Do they have a part-time job or a full-time job? They get a tick. Do they not have any job? No job. They get a tick. Because if they don't have a job, I'd like to help them get one. And if they do have a part-time or a full-time job, I'd like to help them earn a little bit of extra money, even if it's just for the next 6 months so that they can go on a holiday or whatever it might be. The other part of my tick system is, do they look the part? Then they get a tick. But can I tell you, when Terry Jones met me, I was in my jeans and my t-shirt, or in winter, I was in my jeans and my sloppy Joe. And I did not look the part, but she just offered the offer of joining Nutrimetics to everyone. So I want you to, yes, if they look the part, that's fantastic. If they don't look the part, then part of our job is to help them if they would like to up their style a little bit more or their look a little bit more. Have they used Nutrimetics before? They get an extra tick. Are they in a stable relationship? They get an extra tick. If they're having a lot of fights with the boyfriend or the husband, then it's hard for them to concentrate. Unless they want to escape, and then they get a tick because they want to come out of it every night and do Nutrimetics and every weekend. Okay, stable relationship gets a tick. Are they interested in skincare? They get a tick. Are they interested in makeup? They get a tick. Are they interested in some personal development? They get a tick. Are they interested in coming to any trainings or events? They get a tick. Do they return your phone call? They get a tick. Do they return your text message? They get a tick. And I do run chessboard management, and chessboard management is if they don't return my phone call or they don't return my text messages 3 times, then they go on the outside list. That's where I might contact them once a year, or they can stay on my email system because that doesn't cost me anything, but I don't continue to message them or phone them. So that's chessboard management. They don't value my time, then I find someone who does value my time. And the last point that I want to do is follow up, follow up, and follow up. And the difference between success and failure in Nutrimetics is your willingness to follow up people. Your willingness to follow up the people who said, oh, I might be interested in a facial or a workshop. And they said this last year, and you followed them up this year. The people that came to conference last year, have you followed them up to come this year? If you haven't, our state managers are being amazing. If your manager rings and says, I've got one girl who can come to conference, which we did last week, they open it up for 1 hour, the person can register and they can still come. So I'm going to challenge you to find one more person to come to conference, because that person could be your next manager. Or if they don't want to come to conference, are they happy to have a one-on-one appointment with you where you will teach them everything that you learnt at conference? And that can be on Zoom, in person, over the phone, whatever they or you are most confident to do. So an appointment with everyone who would like to do a little bit more. A free facial with everyone that lives within an hour. If they don't live within an hour of you, could you do a bit of a skincare makeup workshop on Zoom with them and maybe 1 or 2 of their friends? Could you do just a little catch-up call to explain all the freebies and see what they would like to do? Would they like you to send them, and I know that Annette French does this, she'll set up a free subscription for people who are keen to show their 1 brochure around a month or their 5 brochures around a month. Could you just invest $6 in that person and set up a free subscription? And I just remembered one person from last year that would be interested this year in doing a bit more with Nutrimetics. So I better follow her up. Okay, I've written down her name. So who else can you follow up? Who else didn't join last year? And maybe now's the right time. I've got a lot of people where they were a bit busy in January to even think about becoming a VIP in January, but I'm just going to send them all a text in February and see if they'd like to become a VIP this month. And I keep asking them every single month for the whole year until they say stop or no. Because you don't know who's going to join and put in an order. I had one girl and I hadn't put her through her agreement straight away, and it was just an inactive from a text. And she rang me up and said, Louise, I'm trying to put in an order and I haven't got my account number yet. I said, okay, I'll put you through right now. Give me 30 minutes. Or maybe stay on the phone while I do it. Otherwise, the phone will ring again and it won't get done. So follow up, follow up, follow up. Free facials, a free makeup, invite them to a workshop, invite them to a makeup masterclass. Ask them if they'd like to have a private makeup masterclass. We've started to do private makeup masterclasses where the girls get the 6 girls, minimum 6 girls together, and we will go and do a makeup masterclass. We will take the products. They can bring their own makeup as well. They can use their own makeup or use our products. We bring 6 mirrors and bring our foundations, bring everything and teach them how to apply makeup. And on average from those, we sell $500 to $1,000. I went to Yamundi, which is a country town about 17 minutes from my house last Sunday, and it was $1,000 sales and 3 sponsors from that. Okay, so I want you to think about going and teaching them makeup, and it can be, we call it an everyday makeup, and that's what we teach. If they want glam or something else, they can book a workshop, but our makeup masterclasses are how to do an everyday makeup and go out to lunch. We don't teach them how to go out to lunch. We just teach them how to get ready to go out. So do we charge for those, Louise? Yes, I charge $60 per person for those, Cassandra. But if I was new, just like when I was newer for my wedding makeups, they were free until I felt that I could then charge. I also feel that it is a great idea to go and do one of the online makeup masterclasses that so many good makeup artists are doing, or go along and have one of the beauty therapists do a makeup on you, pay for that makeup and learn what they're doing. So would I charge if I was brand new? No, I wouldn't. But if I was, say, in the business for a few months, my makeup skills were pretty good, I probably charged $20 or $30. I think one of the other managers in one of the other states, not in my team, I think she charges $20 or $30 per person, but she gives them a product worth $20 or $30. So that's something, but I charge $60 per person. Adam, $60 per person? Yes. Yep, very good. So I hope that you have enjoyed tonight. For our Creating a Bright Future next month, I know that Nutrimetics have something in mind, so let's see what they do. But my plan is to book our regional manager, Nikki Katsoulis, for Creating a Bright Future for March, and to have her go through some of the new things that come out of conference that she will be able to share with us. So that is the plan. Adam, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Well,
Yes.
thank you for being our special guest speaker tonight.
Thank you. And I've got some of you in mind to ask you for this year. So be ready for the phone call. And as Janelle Peterson will tell you, I don't take any no's. So have a great month. Do that planning. Hope you enjoyed tonight.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Take care. See you next time.
Bye.